My dear child, each of us faces trials that test our hearts and our will to stay close to my path. Today, we will discuss struggles that may feel overwhelming or shameful, but remember, there is no sin too great for my forgiveness. If you open your heart and seek me, I am ready to guide you back to wholeness. Let us walk through these temptations together, and as we do, know that you are not alone. Take my hand as we examine each struggle and learn how to overcome it. And if you love me and my teachings, then join me and listen to my full message. Your heart is ready, and I am waiting for you in heaven. Before we begin, I encourage you to watch the previous 4 parts of this series as they lay the foundation for the path of forgiveness and renewal we'll explore today. Trust in this journey, for I am with you at every step. Once, Sarah and Jake's long-distance relationship was filled with love and anticipation. One evening, after a long conversation about their future, Jake suggested that they could bridge the physical distance by sharing intimate photos. Initially, Sarah felt a thrill, thinking it would bring them closer. But as she hit send, a quiet unease crept into her heart, as though she was sharing a part of herself that words alone couldn't capture. Over time, this feeling grew, leaving her questioning if this was truly the path to lasting closeness. My beloved child, remember that your body is a sacred gift, a reflection of God's design. In 1 Corinthians 6:18, we're reminded to flee from acts that harm the purity of this gift. True intimacy is built on trust, love, and respect that need not be shared in images, but in faithfulness and understanding. Cherish yourself, protect the beauty within you, and build love on foundations that honor God's guidance. Peter had always been the life of the party. At work gatherings, he'd use humor to break the ice. But lately, his jokes had drifted into suggestive territory. While they got laughs, Peter noticed a subtle change, a growing discomfort around him. What had begun as lighthearted fun now left him feeling empty, realizing that his words were creating distance, not connection, with those he valued most. My child, words have great power, and laughter should lift, not divide. In Ephesians 5:4, we're called to avoid crude talk, choosing words of gratitude and encouragement. Instead of seeking laughs through innuendo, bring joy through kindness and respect, allowing others to feel the warmth of your character. Build relationships on genuine connection, for that is what leaves a lasting impression on the heart. Rachel's heart was devoted to her partner, but a chance encounter with someone new stirred unexpected emotions. Though she never acted on them, these moments grew into quiet daydreams. She felt torn, the thrill of the imagined connection warring with her conscience, leaving her with a subtle, growing guilt that clouded her love for the one who had her heart. My beloved, love is meant to be pure in both action and thought. Jesus reminds us in Matthew 5:28 that even looking with lust is a form of adultery. Fill your heart with devotion for the one you love, keeping your thoughts aligned with God's design for loyalty and respect. Seek His guidance to renew your focus, for true love is nurtured in faithfulness, and in that you will find peace and contentment. Tom had always enjoyed the attention his charm brought him. He flirted often, sometimes even with those already committed. What seemed like harmless fun took a toll on his heart, as he began to notice that his actions were leaving him empty, bringing confusion and hurt to the lives of others instead of the admiration he had once sought. My child, charm is a gift, but it is meant to uplift, not to lead others astray. In Proverbs 6:24-26, we are warned of the dangers of seduction. Seek to use your words and actions to bring love and encouragement, not harm or confusion. Let your presence be a light that draws others to joy and respect, reflecting God's kindness and care in each interaction. Anna and David were deeply in love, feeling certain they were meant to be together forever. Late nights often led them closer to crossing boundaries they had both vowed to keep. While the desire felt natural, Anna's heart held a quiet voice, reminding her that true commitment and trust grew best within God's plan. My beloved, true love is patient, growing steadily over time. In 1 Thessalonians 4:3-5, we are called to keep ourselves pure, honoring God through restraint. Build your relationship on respect and trust, preserving the sanctity of marriage by waiting. Know that your patience now will strengthen the love you share, allowing it to blossom with God's blessing in its rightful time. Rachel and her husband had a close, loving marriage, but disagreements often left Rachel feeling frustrated. At times, she would withdraw affection, hoping he would come around to her way of thinking. She began noticing a growing emotional distance, feeling as though she had replaced love with a tool for control. My child, intimacy in marriage is a sacred gift meant to unify and heal, not to control or manipulate. In 1 Corinthians 7:5, we're reminded not to deprive one another. Instead, seek open communication and mutual respect, using love as a bridge, not a barrier. Let your marriage be a place of healing and connection, reflecting God's love for His children. Mark found himself drawn to certain thoughts that he felt were taking over his mind, distancing him from the peace he once had in his relationship. Though he kept these desires hidden, they began eroding the true closeness he had with his partner, creating a gap where love once flourished. My dear one, God's design for love and connection is pure, built on mutual respect and harmony. In Romans 1:24-27, we're called to keep our hearts and desires in alignment with God's love. If certain thoughts disrupt your peace, seek God's strength to guide you back to purity. True joy in love comes not from hidden desires, but from a bond built on understanding, trust, and divine grace.